Good afternoon. Welcome to the Afternoon Experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. It's Friday. I feel good today. I'm not out there in that snow. It's done started coming down. It ain't too bad. I think I'm going to take my leaf blower. I call it a leaf blower. It's just a blower. I'm going to take my leaf blower and try to blow it all and see if it just, might not even have to shovel. Just go out there, every 30 minutes or so, blow down the driveway, move the snow, because it's nice and soft and fluffy looking. So I'm going to see if that'll work today. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope y'all had a good day. If you're still at work, I don't know what it's going to look like. See, they kind of lie about stuff. But they don't lie. They do their best. But they like, hey, it's going to start at 11. It didn't start at 11. And then they like, oh, it might start at 12. It didn't start at 12. And then they like, oh, we're going to have, 5 to 8 inches. And we're not going to get 5 to 8 inches. We can get about 2, 3, maybe. Oh, it's going to be impossible to drive home from work. It's not going to be impossible to drive home from work. It's not even going to be that bad. So everybody just relax. If you are at work, let's hope that we can get you through your work day, kind of quick. I was listening to Wyatt. He had a good conversation going on. Some of y'all just don't be knowing. Y'all don't be knowing. Like, if you ain't in the system and haven't dealt with it from a particular standpoint, you don't know. And that go for everybody. A lot of times, if you haven't been in it and dealing with it from that specific standpoint, you don't really know. You're talking theory. So we might get into that a little bit. People were attempting to bully me again. What is this, 2025 a year we just gonna try to bully the king of talk? What y'all think this is? I don't know what y'all think this is. I'm not here to be bullied. They was trying to bully me over there on Wyatt's show. It's not gonna work. Shahara, she tried to bully me last night. I don't know her. I'm talking on Facebook. I don't want nobody getting on, him and Shahara. No. I've never met the sister. I would love to meet her one day. She seems like a nice lady. Don't tell her I said that, though. But, yeah, she was trying to bully me last night. Yeah, I don't know what y'all think this is. I'm the king of talk. I've been unbullyable my whole life. And I've been a short dude. And when I was younger, I was a short, skinny dude my whole life, and I ain't never been able to be bullied. I got beat up a few times, but you wasn't gonna bully me. You're gonna pay a price. You know what I'm saying? You would try to bully me, but we both going home with lumps. My lumps might be more severe, but eventually it ain't gonna be worth it. I'm not bullyable. So stop it. Let me say hello to the people, because Emanuel love the people. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Robert's first out the gate. Jerica Van, good afternoon. She says, hola, me familiar. Hola to you too. Maria out there in North College Hill, good afternoon. Then Jerica says, I'm first. You were first on Facebook. You wasn't first, but you were first on Facebook. Then Erica Hummins in the house, out there representing Reading. Good afternoon, Erica. Sean Nutter in, is that Snellville, Georgia? I don't really sound like a place you want to be. I don't know. I ain't never been there. At least I don't think I've ever been there. But it don't sound like a place you want to be. But thank you for checking out the show. We got Sierra in the house. Sierra representing Boston. Good afternoon. Vincent Jones in the house representing Blue Ash. Oh, by the way, before we go further, and it kind of ties into the conversation it definitely ties to the conversation we were having yesterday, because it's about the conversation we were having yesterday kind of to end the show. And it ties a little bit into the conversation that Wyatt was having at the end of his show. I just went on ahead and I watched a little video of the little girl at the church. Some of y'all misrepresenting what happened. But we might discuss it. Vincent in the house representing Blue Ash. Good afternoon. Got Daryl. Daryl says happy Friday. He is, what are we disgusted about today? I'm disgusted about these people. And I'll tell you why. Crystal Hoskins out there representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. Sierra wants to keep it light. She says no crash outs, please. I don't know exactly what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. So I don't not too much mind the crash outs. They can be entertaining. Tanika. It's snowing here again, so my hate for Tanika is elevated. She's out there in Orlando, Florida. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Drea, I had to be clear because somebody tuning in who don't normally tune in, like he on there talking about he hate people. Girl, what's wrong with him? You know, it ain't like hate. It's hate. Just had to clear that up. Drea, representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon. Dominique Finley, talking about she got time. It's snowing. She knows it's about to be off the chain. Let me get my wine ready. You don't need to be drinking wine. What you drinking wine for? You can go get you some fruit juice or something like that. You don't need to be intoxicated. It's not good for you. Dominique in the house. Thank you for checking out the show. Pamela Kenny out there in North Avondale. Good afternoon. Let me see. What else we got? And Dominique says she's representing Walnut Hills. Steban Speed from Queensgate. Good afternoon. Got Brenda Early out there in Fairfield. Good afternoon. See now, Brenda, you a negative influence on Brenda because now, she got some alcohol. I need some alcohol. Y'all don't need that alcohol. You being a bad influence. Don't do that. Don't do that over here. We good, pure people who don't need alcohol to have a good time. Brenda, pour back in the bottle. You don't need it. Don't let her be a negative influence on you. Twin says, is this now he can see the whole city of Cincinnati? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Dina out there in Walnut Hills. Good afternoon, Dina, the angel. Dina. We got Dante, Dina and Dante. Are y'all related? Just curious. Dina would be the angel. Dante would be the other side. Just asking. I don't know. Let's see. We got Janice, my favorite. Janice in the house. Janice, did you go shopping? I don't care what you go buy. Just go over there and buy something. Those sisters need to see you buying produce, not in the frozen food aisle and not in the ramen noodle aisle. They need to see a nice woman, mature, and showing them what to do. Some young lady is in the grocery store right now, wishing that it was some more seasoned woman there buying some produce, some fresh food, some stuff she can actually cook. But she don't see that. So all she know to do is go buy a pot pie. You can be an example, Janice. You can be an example. Janice in the house, good afternoon. Let me see. Oh, and Twin says he's repping Finneytown. Dare, I'm not even reading that. I'm not reading that. Everybody knew what I meant when I said blow down the driveway. Only nasty people thought something different. Ben Thomas representing North Deer Park. Good afternoon. Alethea. Good afternoon, Alethea. She's on the checking us out. I appreciate you checking out the show. Yo Underwood. All right, Yo Underwood. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good afternoon. Got Lewis Talbert in the house from Schererville. Is that like a mistype? Schererville. But Lewis Talbot is in the house. I appreciate you checking us out. T. Mikey G, representing North Avondale. Good afternoon. Tanika. I already said Tanika because I'm hating on her. Okay. Yes, unbullyable. It's a word. Sierra wants to know, where's your brother Nate? Probably at home. Probably at home chilling. Valerie Davis. Valerie Davis in the house. Good afternoon. LaDonna out there in East Price Hill. LaDonna, don't be going to get no wine because Dominique said it. Because if you're going to follow her, one day you just going to find yourself sliding down a pole. You ain't going to need no why. I'm just sliding down a pole like water. Don't do it. Don't do it. You ain't got to do what Dominique do. Good afternoon, LaDonna. Let's see. Tria. Classy Tria in the house. Good afternoon. She's representing Columbia Township. Fake Dave Stinger said checking in from work. All right. Good afternoon to you. Andrea Bustle out there in Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. We have Stephanie Hyde. Says only love is spoken here. She's representing Roseline. That's right. Good afternoon. Daryl say, did y'all see Obama being all chummy with Trump at Jimmy Carter's funeral? George W. wasn't messing with Trump. He was looking for his girl Michelle. Yeah, she ain't there. She didn't go to the funeral. Crystal Smith, good afternoon to you. Thank you for checking out the show. Regina Denson Griffin, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Nice snowball hoodie. It's a kind of a cream color. I don't know how it comes off on the screen because, sometimes I go back and I'll watch a snippet. I don't watch or listen to these shows. I don't go back and watch or listen to these shows. Few reasons. Mainly, I hate the sound of my voice. It doesn't sound the same. This is almost everybody, but it doesn't sound the same to me when I hear it back as it does going out. Now, I understand why and all the different things and the way resonance and all that kind of stuff, but I like the way it sounds going out. So I don't go back and listen. But it's a cream color when this is like that Texas orange, even though I'm not rooting for Texas tonight. So, yeah. Brent Beard representing Dallas, Texas. Good afternoon. Kim Moore Eberhardt from Norwood City Schools. All right. She says she got off at noon. Okay. All right. DeAndre Crosby. Good afternoon. Let me see. Jerica. Come on, Jerica. You don't need alcohol. Put the alcohol. See, you are a bad influence, Nikki. Just a bad influence. Now y'all all got to get poles installed in y'all bedroom, too. It's not necessary. Chris talk about I have alcohol too, and it's fantastic. Oh my goodness. She done turned y'all all out. She turned y'all out that quick. That's the power of a Nikki. Let me see. I think that's everybody. I think I've spoken to everybody. I said Valerie, Dominique, Stephanie, Jerica, Lewis, Logic Slayer out there in Gulf Manor. Good afternoon, Logic Slayer. Thank you for checking out the show. Hold on, Regina. I said Regina, LaDonna, Stephanie. Kim says, I like that hoodie. Thank you. Mary Birch Lavender. She says, howdy E. She's representing White Oak. She says she only here for a second. All right, I understand. And you caught the best part of the show, the hellos. It's the best part of the show. So anything other than that, Tria want to know. See, Tria, don't even ask those type of questions. Nikki gonna tell you if you keep asking. How does drinking wine lead you to getting a pole installed? I don't understand how all of that stuff intersect, but it do. And I want to know where you get the poles from. If you must know, ask Nikki. She'll tell you. She'll tell you. Anthony Prosser. Good afternoon. I don't know if I said hello to Anthony earlier. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all so far. Pat Rogers. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pat Rogers. All right. So again, I hope everybody's doing good. I caught up on all the hellos, and now I can stay caught up on the comments. So I missed, if y'all was trying to bully me or something, I missed it. And y'all got to try again. So last night, I'm just chilling. I'm minding my own business. And I happened to, hold on a second. Dante says, Nikki a bad girl. No, it's not Nikki, Nikki. It's Nikky. That's even worse. If you Nikki with a Y, you done did some pole work. You know what I'm saying? You done did some pole work. Yeah. Telling you. You have. No doubt about it. No question about it. Nikki with a Y. And it ain't your real name. Like, you know what I'm saying? You adopted Nikki and put a Y on it. You done did some pole work. So, I'm just saying. I know what I know. I know what I know. Now, I was chilling. I was minding my own business. And then Shahara posted, and she not here today. She not going to come on the show today because she know that I'm a get her. But so she posted something about Luther. He was singing That's What Friends Are For with him and Whitney Houston and Stevie Wonder and whoever else it was. I don't remember who else was up there with him. And he did that little thing he do. We always called it, when I was coming up, we called it the Luther Rumble. I don't know what anybody else called. And she swear up and down that that's him doing a run and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, sometimes just, but it don't matter. She got a right to her opinion, whatever. And so I asked her, did she think that what he did, that little woo 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 thing, that thing, do you think that's a run? I asked that question probably about 150 times, and she refused to answer the question. Somebody help me understand this. I'm not talking about the run or lack thereof. Why is it that when people are involved in a conversation and there's a simple question on the table, why do people not answer the simple question? Do you believe that that was a run? You can say, yeah, I believe that's a run, or no, I don't believe that's a run, or I'm not sure. I don't know what a run is. So why do people, and it ain't just in that, you know, y'all, come on, y'all done experienced it many times if y'all watch me over the years. I ask simple questions. And when people think they caught, they don't want to answer simple. We can't come to an understanding if we just gonna plead the Fifth Amendment the whole time. If we gonna plead the Fifth Amendment, can you imagine in a debate? And, you know, sir, what do you plan to do about immigration? I'm not answering that question. What? Okay, what do you plan to do about inflation? Yeah, I'm not answering that question. Well, what do you plan to do about crime? Yeah, I'm not answering that question. Just answer the question. Answer it and explain it. You can't come to an understanding if you refuse to answer those simple questions that define what the conversation is. Mary says, it's a vocal and it's a song. It's a run. I'm just saying. I reject the notion that little thing that he does. I say the little vocal trick. I reject that that's any run. But different people have different definitions. But see how I just answered the question? Not that she actually asked. But if you would ask me that, I would just answer the question. I don't think it's a run. But that's it. See, it's that simple. I shouldn't have to ask you a question 11 times for you to answer. I shouldn't. Let me see. You're a hard man. There is nothing hard about, like, if Mary, for real, if we having a debate about that, and I ask you, okay, do you think that's a run? Why should I have to? Well, see, you're trying to deflect from the. Well, if you don't want me to deflect, just answer the question, and that part of it'll be over. I don't know why people do that. People do that. It's hard to have conversations when you do stuff like that. So that was that. I did go and watch, and I didn't pull it up. I didn't pull it up and download it so we can watch it together. But I did finally watch the little clip of the girl at the church, you know, confessing to her church that she was pregnant and asking for their forgiveness. And can I just tell y'all are overblowing the hell out of that. That's so overblown. They're shaming that girl. Oh, they doing that. Nobody, Sierra wants to know, can you demonstrate a run? No, because I'm very much on record as saying I don't know how to do, I'm not good at doing runs. That's what Tanika is supposed to be helping me with, but she be ignoring me. But that's what Tanika is supposed to be helping me with. So, no, I can't demonstrate one for you. But if I had those skills, because in my mind, it's an ear thing. It's a musical knowledge thing. And it's a vocal muscular thing, if that's a thing. So there's a few different skills involved, and I don't have all of them. So, Jeannie says, I couldn't watch it. Jeannie, there's nothing to watch. The little girl just stands up there. It's all of 10 seconds, felt like. I wanted to apologize. I'm pregnant, and I hope y'all forgive me. That's it. That's pretty much all she said. And then she left. They wasn't standing over her, and they stood up. She basically got a standing ovation afterwards. So they were very supportive. Now, if they would have been like, boo, boo, use a hoe, and somebody would start playing, there's some hoes in this house, then I'd have been like, oh my God, they off the chain at that church. They stood up and gave the little girl or the young lady a standing ovation. They were very supportive. Alethea?
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah. Every time you say my name, you say it with a little bit of authority. So I'm starting to believe we got a little friction and tension going on, okay?
There is no friction. Look, it is 2025. This is the year of reconciliation.
Okay, we need to fix this. I mean, really quickly.
All you have to do to fix it is stop trying to bully me.
You never told me I was the bully. Now I'm the bully.
Well, if you supporting the bully, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got the main bully, and then you got the people standing behind him like, yeah. You know, you the
so
yeah girl.
I'm the hype man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to call you a fraud.
Oh.
And I believe you're a scam artist.
Oh.
And you've been saying that I was a hater only because you have this audience and you keep critiquing people singing and what is cool and what's not. But every time I'm just saying me, ask you to drop a line, just a little something, you won't do it. Okay. You're scared. You're intimidated. You have a whole platform, and you won't even drop just a little tune, just something. You won't do it. Why?
Well, for a few reasons, but part of it is because I don't have to. Just because you say do it.
You don't have to.
Just because you say do it.
And then you kept saying, we're going to do the King and I show. That's how I met you, with the King and I show. When I say something about King and I, oh, yeah, this what. Matter of fact, we'll get back to that later.
No. Hold on. Just so you know, I don't know if you had left, but I explained the whole ordeal with the King and I yesterday.
Ain't that about some BS? Is it still about the jackets or
I
the
don't know
picture
what
that was
y'all. I
missing?
don't know what y'all talking about jackets.
The Jackson 5 jacket
I don't
for the
even know.
King and I show.
I don't
I
know
know
what that
what it's
means.
about. I get it. I understand. But I don't like the clickbait. And then you talk about dope boys so much, but we do know the dope boys really do be in church. Like
Hold on.
they are the PK kids.
When you heard me talk about dope boys?
Well, we were talking about twin, and I kind of associated it with it. So I just felt like, every dope boy I knew went to church. Even the preacher used to be a dope boy. Like they have their, born again speech. And I used to be out in the street hustling. The testimony.
Let me tell you, I don't know a dope boy that went to church. I'm not saying they didn't, but at the churches I was at, and the dope boys that I knew, none of the dudes that I knew at church were dope boys. But I was a little, I was younger then, and none of the dudes that I knew when I grew up that did, kind of participated in that, they didn't go to church. So, what church did you go to where all the dope boys was?
Well, I can't, Well, every church that's known were known from, being in the streets. Like almost every church in Avondale, the ones that was downtown. I'm gonna tell you like this: the ones that all the black people go to for funerals, those used to be dope boys, but now they're pastors and deacons. So you name the church.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, normally they have all the funerals.
Maybe that's why they have all the funerals, because all the dope boys go there.
I mean, okay. Well, you the PK kid.
Just for the record, you don't have to say PK kid, because the K in PK stands for kid. So that's like saying an ATM machine.
It's because I want to, just like you just said. Because I want to say PK.
But I'm just saying that's like saying an ATM machine.
Well, I say it the way I want to. You always critiquing Twin. Why don't you tell him the right thing to do?
I do.
But you don't. You be like, what?
I tell him all the time, ain't no S in Kroger.
He wrote you a little comment today. You knew exactly what it said.
I didn't.
You knew exactly what it said.
Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. Sometimes,
you know what he was trying to say.
No, I didn't. Sometimes when Twin writes comments and stuff like that, I be confused. And I be sitting, I'm like, what is he trying to say? And I just don't always know. I don't always know. So sometimes I just have to say, what? Because I don't, what in the hell are you talking about? Because I don't know. And then,
why do you cuss so much? Why do
hell,
you cuss so much?
look.
That's why I be calling you fraud.
I don't cuss.
No, I heard you say,
hell.
Suck my.
What?
Yes, I
okay.
heard you
I'm
say
sorry,
that.
but just so you know, suck, is that a cuss word? Is that a cuss word?
Keep going.
That's
what was
it.
The last one? I just won't say it because I don't want to interrupt your show. I don't want to get you put off of, your platform.
None of that is a cuss word. None of what you said is a cuss word.
The last word, I left it out. Come on, Eli. Don't do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And
well,
and just so you know, I don't.
Like, this show off the hook.
I don't consider me. This is personally. I don't consider hell a cuss word. I don't consider damn a cuss word. I don't consider ass a cuss word. Those aren't cuss words to me.
So you say that in church?
They in the Bible, absolutely. I've read all of them out loud.
In the church?
In the church, yes. Just read the Bible. You read that story about Saul getting knocked off his ass? Did you ever read that? Didn't Saul get knocked off the ass?
Bad kid. And I could tell that what you did, you're associated to all the curse words in the Bible. I bet you know those verses, perfectly.
I'm just saying they're in there. Going to hell is in the Bible, right? Hell is in the Bible, right? Is it in the Bible?
Yes,
All right. Is damn in the Bible? Because you can be damned, right?
it is. But is it appropriate? Is what I'm asking. To say those words. Can little baby say those words?
Yeah.
No, she can't.
Yes, she can.
Okay,
I'll
let me
give her
get
the
off this.
Bible right
Let me
now
get
and
off
tell
this
her to
phone.
read it.
I just wanted to call you and tell you starting off your year wrong with me.
I will give her the Bible right now and tell her to read it, and she'll read them words. She ain't going to get in no trouble.
Okay, Eli, it's been nice. It's been nice. But you got to get up on your stuff because you have clickbait where you say you going to get on there and cuss and go off on somebody and you don't. And
Wait,
you know that's
so
what
you
I'm waiting on.
so you tuned in to hear me cuss?
Yes. 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 Absolutely. Now we need to hear you sing, but I seen it. I seen it in your podcast and your comments. It was so many people like just sing a tune, not a song. We ain't asking for 2-3 digits, just something. And you keep saying, "I got a cold, I got bronchitis, I got COVID, I just had a colonoscopy." It's always something. It's always something. Like we are so fed up with your excuses. Don't do us like that in 25, okay?
I'll do my best to not do
right,
that.
But you definitely been enjoyable. Have a good day.
You do the same. I didn't say no. I can't sing because I had to go to the hospital. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. But back to what I was talking about. So yes, they applauded for the little girl at the church when she got up, said, "I apologize, I got pregnant, and I ask y'all forgiveness." They applauded and supported her. So somebody help me understand why that's bad. Somebody help me understand why it's bad for an entire church to hear a young lady say that I've done something that I probably should not have done, but it's done now. And I'm sorry for doing that because it's wrong. And I want y'all to forgive me. And everybody saying, we love you, we forgive you. Which the only thing, I don't think it's their place to forgive. She did not sin against them. So I don't think it's their place to forgive, but maybe when I think about it, I can actually recall doing something bad and mama finding out and me thinking mama was going to be maybe, it wasn't going to reflect very well on her. And so me asking her, I don't think I used the term forgive me, but I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, you know what I'm saying, because I know it's going to look bad. Which to me is the same kind of as saying forgive me. When I'm saying to you I'm sorry, I'm asking for I'm expressing again that sorrow. And I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? Don't forget the COVID. It's still, brain fog is still there a little bit, but asking for a little forgiveness, but without saying it. It's inferred or whatever. So yeah, what she's saying to her church family is I might have done something that people will speak negatively about this church. And if I've brought any shame to the church, please forgive me. Thank you. Implied was the word I was looking for, Jerica. Thank you. I just can't. So, yeah. Somebody help me. Somebody help me understand the bad thing that happened. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And then, of course, they were mad because he said, better not nobody attend no baby shower from this church about that baby. But again, that was less about don't help the baby, and it was all about don't be celebrating the bad act. You can help the baby, just don't celebrate the bad act. I get it don't feel right. It don't feel right, because, but yeah, I don't, somebody help me understand. Somebody help me understand. Yo Underwood says, I ain't never heard of Emanuel until the Wyatt Show. Where did you come from, bro? My mama's vagina. I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question. And Mary says, poor innocent baby. What poor innocent baby? They're gonna love on and support the baby. They're gonna love on and support the baby. They're just not gonna do a baby shower. They're not gonna do the party version. I talked about this yesterday. I'll give y'all the really brief version. Ooh, that baby gonna need a car seat. Let me go buy a car seat and take it there. Go buy the car seat, go knock on the door. Hey, I just wanted to give this car seat because the baby gonna need a car seat. Y'all don't have a car seat, and here's one. Okay, thank you. All right. The baby that's taking care of the baby. We just didn't do it in the party setting. So yeah, you can still buy gifts for people even if they don't have a baby shower. You can buy stuff for the baby. Myosha, look, don't be mad because I'm holier than you. It ain't my fault. You can come up to my level of holiness. You can come up to my level of holiness. And again, she's saying I'm shaming somebody. I'm not against shaming people. I'm not against shaming people. Heck, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I asked Mrs. Livingston to shame me. If I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you better call me on that. Call me on it. Tell me I'm wrong. Shame me. Tell me to do right. And she has done it. I left the garbage, didn't take it out as fast as she would like. She had put something in there. I think it was broccoli. She had put something in there and it wasn't smelling all that good. And she sure let me know it. Do you smell that smell? And I'm like, what smell? I don't smell it. I'm not in there. What smell? Go downstairs. Go downstairs. I'm like, oh, that didn't sound good. I mean, that doesn't smell good. That's the garbage. And I'm like, okay. Now, I wanted to shame her like, you don't put the daggone broccoli in there. Who puts broccoli in the garbage? You know broccoli gonna stink. But she like, I put that in there last night. And I'm like, okay. And I got up and left. I didn't smell it this morning. She's like, but you should have took the garbage out. What kind of man don't take the garbage out? I'm like, really? Really? Is she like, yeah, really? You know what I expect? I'm like, you're right. You're right. I should have got up. Should have took the garbage out this morning. I didn't. I was wrong. It won't happen again. She shamed me. But I'm not like, how dare you try to shame me? Oh, how dare you try to shame someone? No. Shame me if that's what needs to happen in order for me to in order for me to live up to the standards that we've set. If I fall short and you feel like it's necessary, you shame me into not falling short again. You're trying to shame people. Stop trying to baby people. Stop trying to baby people. Sometimes people got to be shamed. But I don't even think that that's what they did to the little girl. They didn't shame the little girl. Again, they didn't walk up to her like, ooh. They gave her a standing ovation like, it's all right, baby, it's all right. How is that shaming? Genesis, that was just between you and her, right? But I can almost guarantee that right is the answer. But I can almost guarantee that if we were in a setting where, our families were together, or a group of people that we consider our community was together, and we were having that discussion, there's no doubt in my mind, Mrs. Livingston would be like, yeah, remember when you didn't take out the garbage that time? And I'd be like, really? You got to tell everybody. She'd be like, yep, I'm telling everybody. And I can almost guarantee my sisters would be like, you should have took out the garbage. You wouldn't have to worry about it. If you would have took out the garbage, then she wouldn't have nothing to tell us. So next time, man, because that's what they call me, man, next time, just take out the garbage. I don't see the big deal. CK.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. The snow is falling as we speak.
Yes.
The way your mind works is fascinating. The words went in and then you said yes. But yes, I agree with you. I just had the same conversation with a young lady. She said, I'll take the trash out. I said, why your man don't take the trash out? She said, I ain't got no man. I said, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But like you said, the way I operate, I say, look, y'all do the inside, we do the outside. I cut the grass, you know what I mean? Get the leaves, snow, I'm shoveling, you hear me? Traditional values, Mr. Livingston. What's your thoughts?
I'm okay with traditional. Like I'm okay with traditional values. I'm not locked into, we have to have these traditional roles, because in our society we don't have these traditional roles. So like if Mrs. Livingston want to go work, I'm not going, no, traditional values, stay home, take your shoes off, go in the kitchen, cook something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with them, but they gonna blend. It's 2024 or 2025 actually, and stuff is gonna blend.
Right, 2025, like you said. What happened to the flying cars? What happened to everything? Everything they lied to us as kids. Remember? By 04 it was over, right? You good, Mom?
Well, I don't know that anybody actually told us that there was gonna be flying cars by now, but my understanding is that it is coming.
Oh, so are we? I don't feel as advanced as we was expected to be. I feel a little shortchanged, Livingston.
Oh.
Justin was what, 2004? What was it?
Who?
It's like it's nothing to Justin.
Wait, you didn't plan your life around a cartoon, did you?
Oh my God, you're silly, man.
I'm asking. You didn't set life
man.
expectations based on a cartoon.
RoboCop, cartoon, Michael J. Fox. What's the name of that? Back to the Future. Come on, it's a lot of variables, sir. It's a lot of variables. Don't just put it on George Jetson and them. We're talking about Michael J. Fox, RoboCop. Come on, man.
So you've been setting life expectations based on art in media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Art imitates life.
No, that's 100% your fault.
Right. I mean, but nah. How did you feel? What was your expectation as a child? Did you think by the time you was 50 we'd be? What was you thinking? Or you wasn't thinking?
Yeah, as a child, I wasn't thinking that far in advance, I guess. I wasn't, I fantasized, I guess, that there would be maybe flying cars and other nonsensical things, at the ready. But I wasn't, at 10 o'clock, at 10 years old, I wasn't sitting back like, ooh, when I'm 50, I want one of them flying cars. I wasn't doing that.
You didn't think about it. Listen, I'm thinking about the internet now. When I'm watching Back to the Future, I'm thinking they on point. I'm thinking like, okay, Terminator, all these stuff. I'm a kid, sir. I'm a freaking child. You acting like, don't judge me. I'm talking about my expectation as a young lad. it didn't come to fruition, sir.
But by now, you should have come to the conclusion that that was the thinking of a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things.
No, we didn't see the internet come. What are you talking about? We still seeing stuff we never. I didn't see the internet coming. What are you talking about? It still came. It just came in different branches.
What are you talking about?
Remember, we still got the future, but the future is different. Yep. Mhm.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know what conversation are we having right now.
No, I was just saying. No, I just was thrown off with that. I was thrown off with just so far in the future, man. I thought it was different.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be different. I mean, is it more the same as it was as a kid, or have things changed in your thing?
Well, of course things have changed. Technology just advances and it'll keep advancing until the AI becomes sentient and decides to take over the world.
So do we have a black Supreme Court justice yet? Because we didn't have one when I was in 1976 when I came out the womb.
I don't know when Thurgood Marshall got appointed to the Supreme Court, but we might have had one in 76. I don't. What year did Thurgood Marshall get appointed to the Supreme Court? Anybody know off the top of your head?
Did you watch the movie, sir?
Yeah.
That was played by Black Panther, right?
Sure. Chadwick Boseman.
This guy, hold on. Now stay right there, Chadwick. Sugar Ray Robinson, Thurgood Marshall. Hold on, there's one more. Damn, James Brown. I think he's James Brown. Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall. He's one of the. Look at those roles, Livingston. He made the Hall of Fame in a 3-year career, man. Playing outstanding roles. I know you was impressed.
You know what?
I know you was impressed with that. I mean, to play Thurgood, James Brown, Jackie Robinson, and then he passed up on Sugar Ray Robinson. I said, why you pass up on that? Then he died. You don't pass up on nothing. Now he gone. He can never do Sugar Ray Robinson. That probably would have been his best role yet, sir.
All right. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what conversation we're having.
You my therapist. That nigga retarded.
Oh.
You help him.
Okay.
That's what happened every day.
But yes, I think Chadwick Boseman was a good actor.
He did the trifecta. I'm just saying, look what he did in that. So it's like a Tupac career, 5-year career, and you put yourself up there with the greats. You know what I mean? James Earl Jones. You know what I mean? You put yourself up there with them in 5 years. I mean, I'm impressed with that young man. And I'm sorry he had to leave the earth the way he did. But remember, this is for your comment section. Listen, they criticize me. They talk about what happened to me. Think about your own self. What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your family? While they leaving comments about what's going to happen to me, think about have they lost a child. What? This is how your comment, they talk shit about me, man.
Wait.
They talk shit about me.
Hold on. Wait. Who said something about you?
The people ask him in the comments, say, did anybody talk shit about TK yesterday? Said he gonna catch a damn STD? Like, bitch, tell the people about the STD you got to make you even think like that.
What?
That's what they said in the comments. I went back and watched it.
Why were they saying that you was gonna catch an STD?
Exactly, because they black.
What?
That's what they do. These motherfuckers put their own people down. Then they act like they church Bible thumpers. They tell you. So you tell me what's gonna happen to me. Why they ain't telling you? They ain't telling you what happened to them when they lost their people.
Wait.
See what I'm saying? But they criticize me. They do this to me every day.
Wait, I'm really confused. Why
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
were they saying that you were gonna catch an STD? What did you say?
The people. You remember we was talking about the what were we talking about? We were talking about the ladies and Luther Vandross. And I was telling you how much game Luther is and how smooth he is with the ladies. And remember I said they done made a monster. They should have never gave me that Luther game. So now I'm like untouchable. So they took that to start criticizing me. And one of your young ladies, they probably said in their comment section now, one of them said, oh, he gonna, and then they made a whole thing. I said, I ain't gonna say no names. Now, next time I'm gonna say names. But I said, why she don't say what STD she caught to make her think I'm against STD? How are you a socket telling you what I'm gonna catch? All I was talking about was Luther. What they saying in the comment? They said, what happened, Living?
I don't know what's happening.
They criticize me every day because I'm the honest one. I could want to be honest. They can't be honest about shit. These motherfuckers ain't committed no sin. They just grew up in the goddamn crib. That's what these people is.
Hold on? Let me say this. That's a cop out. That's a cop.
Okay.
And not people say that. People say stuff like that all the time. Hey, don't criticize me like you ain't committed no sin. I'm sorry. You don't have to
say what the fuck you did. Why the fuck you don't never say what you did? You always talking about how a piece of shit I am. Talk about what the piece of shit type of shit you did. Because you got accused of shit too. So everything you get accused of, you innocent of. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why the shit don't add up. So when everybody else get accused of shit, they did it. But when you get accused, oh, I was innocent. So make it make right. Make it make sense. That's the whole point. You got to stop pointing the finger. It comes back on you too.
But I reject that school of thought.
Okay.
If I see a dude in the store stealing and somebody asks me, I'm going to be like, dude is a thief. But I'm not going to be like, well, I'm not going to call him a thief because when I was 6, I stole a bubble gum out the bubble gum machine. No, dude a thief. I'm not going to talk about what I did. I'm going to talk about the topic at hand. So the whole notion that you can't be critical of people unless you talking about yourself, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, because you're being you good. You quick to talk about other. No, that's why you're not honest. You know what I'm saying? You talk about everybody else that cheat on their wife, but I'm not. So why is you even interested in motherfuckers that cheat on their wife? That's showing something wrong with your ass right there. If you a motherfucking faithful nigga to your wife, why is you thinking about a nigga that cheated? So you already throwing some salt in the game.
Well, not necessarily. Maybe okay. my friend's wife, his marriage just broke up because his wife cheated with some guy or something like that. And so the conversation that's being had is about honor and integrity and keeping the family unit together. So why would I? Well, I'm going to talk about me cheating. No, whatever the conversation is, that's what you talk about. And if there's a particular topic of conversation, like if you on here talking about having sex with somebody's wife, I'm going to tell you a piece of ass. Well, you ain't never thought about having sex with nobody's wife. That's not the point. I'm not on here promoting it. And if that's what you do, then that makes you a piece of ass. Well, why don't you talk about what you did? That's foolishness.
Right. And another thing, what I got you on is when you blaming these inner city guys for turning into drug dealers, I don't like that these are victims. So if I was trained, if I'm a kid and I was trained criminal behavior, and I was trained, my mama was sucking penis for 4 at Wendy's, 6 men a night. I'm not going to blame that guy for being a monster. She raised a monster. He's a victim. He's a product of his environment, sir. So you church people are blaming the victims. Plymouth Rock didn't land on them. They landed on, but they say Plymouth Rock landed on them. The Crack Rock landed on. See what I'm saying? It landed on, and then you and Tanika, some women named names right there, y'all blaming the drug dealers when they are the fucking victims. They was turned into monster savages by the society. So why would I blame the victims? They are victims just like the addicts. They don't know no better. He was a child raised to sell dope. He don't know no better. If his mama sucked a penis before, how do we even know that's wrong? He's a child learning that, sir. That's what y'all don't realize. People was
hold on. Let me say this, and now this might not sound good, but I believe eventually you find out that it was wrong. You might be used to seeing it, but at some point you know it's wrong. That's why you hide it when you do it. That's why you don't put it out there, you know. Now, you do have some people that put it out there, but they still know it's wrong. I don't think that, for the most part, You might have an exception or two here and there. Maybe there's some people who have some mental challenges, who have issues distinguishing between right and wrong. Because, I mean, that's definition in terms of legal terms. When you plead insanity, that means when you did what you did, you couldn't distinguish between right and wrong. I think those are very few people. Most people, even if your mama was doing whatever it is that you said the mama was doing, which I'm not going to repeat because, I don't like stuff like that. Even if you were raised in that lifestyle, you saw something different. Even if you only saw it on TV, even if you only saw it in the movies, you saw something different. So you know that there is different. You know it's wrong. You are still making a decision to do what you were raised to do.
And this is coming from a man that was raised with both parents who was married. And you judging people that don't have mama that gave a damn, that threw them in the garbage can. That break down, you got kids that did heroin with their mamas at 11. They don't even know it's wrong. If you're doing heroin, if you're 11 years old doing heroin with your mama, you don't know it's wrong.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know it's wrong.
How? At 11?
You know how I know that you know that it's wrong? You might not have the full understanding at 11. But here's one way that you know that they know that sometimes when you know that people know. Because they don't go bragging about it. Right. Like, you did heroin with your mama, but you don't necessarily go to school when they say, well, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, me and my mama did heroin. Because you know that's wrong. You know you getting taken out the house. You know that.
We had to drink perfume, Livingston. We had to drink perfume. Could you imagine being so thirsty you got to drink perfume? This is what I'm talking about, man. I don't know what the hell is right. I didn't know.
You ain't stop. Now you're making that up. You had no thirsty that you had to drink perfume. That doesn't even make sense.
You don't have, listen, you never starved. How many times have your mama stop judging people? That's what's wrong with you. You get beat by your mama. You get raped by your mama. Then you can talk to me about that. But if you've never been in these situations, stop lying about what people going through. This is true facts. What you think made DMX an addict? I'm giving you his. He's not here to speak, but this is what his mama put him through. He had to drink the perfume. That's not my life. But I'm telling you what he went through to make him an addict, sir.
How do you know what he went through? How do you know what he went through?
This is his testimony, sir.
So, hold on. Just like I know that you've said things that aren't necessarily factually accurate, you don't know how much exaggeration may or may not have been. So you believe that that's what he went through, but you can't necessarily speak to it because you wasn't there and you didn't see it. You just heard it secondhand.
But you're right, and I'm sorry from firsthand from him. I'm just saying
that wouldn't be firsthand.
Emmanuel,
you heard a sec. You heard.
So you telling me right now how your mama treated you? There's no way. What the hell is you, mama? So what lies have you told on your mama? Make it make sense. You gotta stop putting yourself like you better than another nigga. So you lying on your mama. That's the only way to make you think damn that's lying.
What in the world are you talking about?
So what lies are you told to make you think that? So why would I believe you, what you said about your mama, but not believe him? What's the difference? Because your mama wasn't abusive?
I'm not telling you to believe me, but I'm telling you, and this is just the way that I see things, period. You can't take everybody's word for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I find it hard to believe that, I'm so thirsty on, a regular basis that I got to go drink some perfume. That's not happening on a perfume ain't cheap, bro. It's cheaper to go buy some water. You know what I'm saying? And you ever tried to drink a bottle of perfume? Drink a whole bottle of perfume. Try it.
No, look how idiotic you sound. Look how many kids have died from accidental ingestion of poisonous stuff in the house. You sound ridiculous, sir. That's why you don't leave kids in the house. You know kids die from that. They get poisoned from putting stuff in their mouth they don't know about. This happens. That's what I'm saying. You fighting reality. I think you lost this. He's not getting up, Jim. I think you lost this debate. Or would you say it's another victory for the Livingston, the King of Talk?
I don't even know what we're talking about. So you won.
I'm dancing. I'm doing the Ali shuffle right there. Hey, much love to the family. Thank you for talking
Yeah.
to the retarded nigga. Get my counseling out. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, he won that one. He won that one, no doubt. Because I don't even know what the hell we was talking about. I don't know what the hell we talked about. And he came away with an understanding. I'm still confused as hell, so he won. He won. I don't know. I don't know. He won that one. What else? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. He done totally threw my brain. My brain is trying to comprehend stuff. And I don't even know what we talking about. Hold on. I have to say this. Mary said, "What's the topic?" I don't know. I don't know what the topic was. That's why he won. Because the topic was in his head. It was 100% in his head. And the whole conversation, I was just trying to figure out what we're talking about. Yeah. Who said that CK had an STD? Y'all stop saying that that man had an STD. Y'all so judgmental. Oh, what did he say to make y'all say he had an STD? Woo. Oh boy, that is horrible. I don't know. I be confused sometimes. But I was listening to Wyatt's show. I don't know how the conversation turned. They were talking about fathers being there for their children and all of that kind of stuff. And Wyatt was asking a question, and or I should say a question was asked. I'm not sure if Wyatt was asking it, but a question was asked like, do people get ordered to pay child support and not get visitation rights? And of course, a part of the conversation was about men. And men, you can see your child if you really want to see your child and all of that kind of stuff. And y'all know that conversation is problematic to me, because that's why I was saying sometimes if you haven't experienced a thing from a particular perspective, you don't really know. I can tell you that, yes, people get ordered to pay child support and they don't get the right to see their children. I can also tell you that, yes, there are men who want to be in their child's lives or in their children's lives, and they're not allowed to be. And I'm not talking about, just some bad guy. I'm talking about sometimes well-meaning, good, balanced guys trying to be in their children's lives. But they I'm trying to use the right words. They didn't fight. No, they chose the wrong woman. Because I want to put responsibility where it is. And just like women choose the wrong men to procreate with, men choose the wrong women to procreate with as well. And there are a whole lot of situations where there are men who chose the wrong woman. Now, that's on you. You chose the wrong woman. Just take it. I chose the wrong woman. So from the beginning, a part of this is my fault. Just own that. Just own it. You chose the wrong woman. So that part is your fault. And some of these women either make it way too difficult. And I'm hesitant to use that terminology because I think you fight for your kid. You fight for your kid. You had a kid. I don't care if you chose the wrong woman or she became bitter or whatever. you fight to be in your child's life as much as you can. But at the same time, everybody ain't the same. Everybody don't have the same constitution. To constitution might not be the right word, but the same, I don't want to say strength, because then it sounds like you weak if you don't. I kind of feel that way, but I'm not sure if I can apply that blanket across the board. If you fighting to see your child and you keep ending up in jail, you ain't did nothing wrong, but you keep ending up in jail, I could see somebody saying, I'm not going to spend my whole life going to jail to see that I'm going to do my best, the best that I can, and hope for the best. And then I hope at some point the child understands what's going on and I can connect with them outside of that drama over there. But I'm going to step away because I'm not ruining my life anymore for this. That I can understand. Like, bruh, she'd have had me locked up 8 times. Locked up for what? I know some people, well, what you getting locked up for? You ain't got no business putting your hands on her. No. Take my word for it. You can get locked up for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Because I'm telling y'all, these family courts, at least when I was dealing with the family courts, they like to say things is changing now. I don't think they are. Because of how entrenched it was in that whole family system. It's so heavily geared towards the mama. It's changing now. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it's changing. And it worked in her favor on all levels. On all levels. It worked in her favor, unless you might get lucky. You might get lucky here and there. But for the most part, it worked in her favor. I got an order. I can see my kid. No. Because she can say no. And what's going to happen? You really think the police is going to make a child go with you? You really think that's going to happen? You really think a police officer, because I know some of y'all's like, I've seen instances where the father has his child on his designated weekend. Because usually, that's how they do fathers. You get every other weekend. I've seen a father have his child on his designated weekend. She pulled up in front of his house, called the police, and the police came and made him, under threat of arrest, send that child with the mama. On his weekend, he got papers and everything. I've seen where he was supposed to get his kid. He got papers and everything, and the kid is, my baby ain't going with him. Ma'am, it's his weekend. They ain't going with him. Sir, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to file an order with the court. And then you file an order with the court, and the court is like, well, it already happened. I'm telling y'all this from personal experience. For real, this happened. You file an order with the court, and the court is like, what you want us to do? It already happened. Don't do it again. And then it was, I'll do whatever I want to do. Don't do it again. She just said she gonna do it again. Well, what do you want us to do? Punish her for what she might do in the future? Right. But if you can't punish her for what she did, while it's happening, the police won't enforce it. And then you can't punish her for what she already told y'all she gonna do in the future. This piece of paper means nothing. It means nothing. Yeah, I'm not making it up. It's a true story. It happened to me. All 3 of those that I just, 3 of those things that I just told you happened to me. I had my child. And she pulled up talking about, I want my child. And called the police. And the police came in my house, stood around me, told me, you better not move or you going to jail. Ordered my daughter to get her stuff, put her in the car, and they left. I filed a thing with the court, and they said, well, what you want us to do? It already happened. It was my weekend. It was Father's Day. It was my weekend. Well, I'm going out of town. Took the kid out of town. What am I going to do? Filed with the court. Well, what you want us to do? It already happened. So this paper means nothing. It means nothing. That's how the family courts roll. So it's not, I want to say, men, y'all just got to fight. Y'all just got to fight. And you do. I did. Eventually I got custody. But you got to be willing to have that fight. You got to be willing to have that fight. Yes, I went to jail. But you know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to have that fight. And it all depends on how the court do it. You know what I'm saying? I had to be slick about mine. Dante says, see, the system is rarely on the side of the father. Very true. The courts back every decision that the mother makes, leaving the fathers feeling hopeless. Very true. And that's why I said you got to fight through that. But I sometimes I understand, if a man is like, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. I done been to jail 6, 7 times. I done lost jobs behind this. I done, I don't have it in me to have that fight. And then we looking at dude like you ain't a part of your kid's life. You know what I'm saying? You a piece of ass. And he like, bro, you don't understand. You just don't understand. Now, I don't know if I believe that that's like the majority. And again, before I even skip that, I made a decision for who to procreate with. So I got to take that. And I'm not going to be like some of y'all women be. Well, you don't always know until it's too late. I had clues. Red flags was all over the place. I just ignored them. They was all over the place. Red flags was all over the place. I made decisions that I got to take responsibility for. So men, if you are dealing with one of them women, you chose her. You chose her. So you got to look at you first and start choosing better. But in the meantime, there's a child in the process that is probably suffering. And to some degree, to CK's point, some of these children don't even know that they suffering. Like if, you know what I'm saying, your father ain't in your life, you just like, hey, my father ain't in my life. I don't know, ain't none of my friends' fathers in their lives. This is just the way it is. So you don't even really know you suffering. But I know this sounds crazy. You don't know you suffering, but you know you suffering. Because you like, where my daddy? But you just think that suffering is a part of life. Yeah, we all suffer this. So in the meantime, what do you do? Like men, be more selective. Teach because probably the majority of the men who will watch this, because y'all know people go back and, there are people who ain't here live. And I look back, I don't watch them, but I might look back and see an old show and I'll be like, that many people don't watch that? Wow. Not on YouTube. On YouTube, it'd be like, this show been up for 3 years and it's got 28 viewers. Be like, damn, I might as well just get off of YouTube. I'm not gonna get off of YouTube, but sometimes I look back at the shows and I'll be like, a lot of people watch this. And I would say the overwhelming majority of people who will watch this, males, you probably ain't having no more kids. Your days of having kids, you could still have kids, but your days of having kids is over. But you got sons, grandsons, cousins, nephews, little brothers or little cousins or, whatever. I guess cousins and little cousins are the same. But you have other males, mentors and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, mentees and all that kind of stuff that you can influence. Tell them. Make better choices. Make better choices. Choose the right women. Like, really pay attention. It don't, just because she fine and, you know what I'm saying, you like the way her booty sit. And you imagining it, you know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a little, and I really don't even have to go here, but I feel I had to, just to give y'all a little clue into the mind of men. Hold on a second, caller. Just to give y'all a little clue into the mind of men. Like, we see that booty sitting just right. And at least for me, I picture her laying on her stomach and me holding that booty up like this. And you know what I'm saying? Having fun. And I can't resist. And it's sitting right there. And you know how when you got to push it up and out a little bit. Like, oh, yeah. So sometimes we can't resist. But you got to teach these young men to resist. Get to know her. Get to know, her mind and what kind of person she is. Don't let these young men fall into the same traps that we fell into. Twin!
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, man, I can't call it. Hold on, man.
Did you say hold on?
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I had to fix that egg thing. I had to take that egg casing out so them people get their eggs.
Egg, okay.
Yeah. What's going on, E-Man?
Hey, what's up with you?
No, man. Crowd, you done brought the crowd here, E-Man.
What, up there at Kroger?
Yeah, Kroger's.
Kroger? It's snowing, man. They got to come in and clean up the shelves.
Yeah. Hey, man, the little situation you was just talking about with the kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
I only was on child support for one person down here. My little 11-year-old daughter here. And it was out of spite, Emanuel, because I didn't want to be with the mama and other crazy stuff went on. And so she said, yeah, you ain't going to claim my daughter if the court tell you this, and you ain't going to able to see your daughter and all that. So we went up there, got evaluated, whatever. I got evaluated, whatever they call it, to see how much I got to pay and all that extra stuff. I said, matter of fact, hold on, before we leave this, can I claim her every other year? As a matter of fact, another thing, visitation right. Oh, that's in, I don't know if it was, which building I was in, 800 or the other one. One of the two I was in. I know the other building was either across the street or around the corner, one of them. So I said, okay. She said I have to go file a motion, some extra stuff just to get visitation right. And I'm thinking, man, like you said, that building, when you're dealing with child support, it's all in one building, but it ain't. And that's what I did. Went to go file and everything. I'm like, you know what? I'm not about to do this because they go play along with the woman and all that, and everything goes towards the woman and everything else. So I didn't do it. And, I called my daughter, can I come get a no? Can I do it? No. See how she doing it. But eventually she gave in, and man, when I had slowed down, stopped calling and all that extra stuff. And she gave in. she still stuck me on child support. But I was like, why did you do that? She went on and started talking about crazy stuff, which I wasn't trying to hear. So, yeah, you can't resist that booty, though, man. I can't, I hate to say it, man. That was my first son and everything. I was 15, 16. His mom was about to graduate, turned 18, and something like that. And next thing I know, man, it was prom night, man. I was faded in that thing. Hey, she had, man, you can sit a cup on that mud, and I had to go, Emanuel. And next thing I know, she pregnant. Oh, my.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah.
Why did you not go and attempt to get court-ordered visitation rights?
Man, I'm already mad because she bragging about it. Yeah, I'm going to get you for child support, throwing all that crazy stuff in. My first say, I mean, what's the hustle game about that? I mean, what is it? Because I don't want to be with you and you trying to do this because this and that and all that. Come on now. Come on, we grown. Man, what is you wrong? And F you, you know what? That's I'm cool.
Right, but with all of that said,
Emmanuel, I did a U-turn out that bill. I had the paperwork and all that
hold
about
on.
the file.
Why? Why wouldn't you go through the hassle to be a part of your child's life?
I ain't want to go through that crazy. Now, first of all, I don't mess with the police, none of that court system, none of that.
But you were already in the court system.
And I made up my mind, did a U-turn. Like, man, this ain't even.
No. I'm saying you were already in it. Child support. The man was already in your family. Yeah. So if the man gonna be in there, at least let me see my child on a regular basis.
Man, they be man. You know what happened to me, man. Let me tell you something. Look, watch this, man. I was arguing with one of my baby mamas. And you know that heifer told her, I hear her. I say, you mean to tell me an argument is assault or something? I say, I ain't hit her. I say, I could have hit her, knocked her out, which I wanted to, but I ain't hit her. Man, he took me to jail anyway because they found assault or something like that, but she lied and said I hit her, which I did. And then she was mad too. I'm like, but they believe a woman more than they believe a man. But I ain't say, man, she scratched me up and, whole neck side of the neck, bleeding a little bit and got welts. But it's dark and all that, but he kind of flashed the light on me, but I turned like sour because I didn't want to go to jail. I could say, well, look what she did. But I was like, man, I ain't with that.
Okay, but I have comments about that, but I'm not going to say them because what I really want to understand is, even with all of that, okay, you going to jail, you paying child support. Why not? It's not like they're going to be more in your family. Why not say, I want the right to see my child?
It was in my head, man, but, I'm like, man, it ain't worth it, man.
What?
I'm saying it ain't even worth going through. You got to wait till the date come and all that stuff. I knew she was going to give in. It's just a matter of time. You killed her with kindness for a minute. I saw my daughter regardless, because I tricked her and say, hey, tell her you taking her to Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. I told my sister, and I'll be able to see it and all that. I knew how to play her and everything, but I wasn't going to tell her how I was going to do it. I eventually saw my daughter a lot of times. I ain't tell her how I was going to. She said, don't tell your brother she over there and all that. I don't know why you say that to my sister. I don't know why you play them games. She definitely go tell. She done lost her man, so yeah, I ain't go through that, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like on a regular.
I understand what you talking about, man. But I ain't want to go through that. I just said, man, forget. She go give in one day, and she gave in real quick. I'm like, man, you both down twin, and she probably got like twin. I was mad, and yeah, whatever. Then she tells sometime, hey, why ain't get my child support? I ain't got nothing to do with that. Call the government. You went down there, I don't need to go tell them why you didn't get. Ask them. I said, they take it out of my check. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just know they take it out of my check. So I ain't got nothing to do with the government dishing out child support money. And sometimes, to be honest, I've been around a lot of women, man. They ought to do it like how you get the bank record every month?
Yes.
From the bank, they ought to do something like that on them child support card. Because half of these heifers out here is not giving them kids what they need. I know it take more time than just material things. It's about spending really time with your kid, but these heifers out here getting these all bonnets and 27 pieces and all that.
Well, hold on,
but your son looking, daughter looking nappy head.
But
no, come on,
in
man.
their defense,
But still, man, they need to do evaluation on these people, man.
But in their defense, a lot of times child support don't be a lot of money, and I would imagine you get $200-300. I'm just saying $200. They probably getting up to $30, something like that. But what I'm saying, $200-300 is not a lot of money to raise a child.
Not today, it ain't.
I mean, just period. It's not.
Period. You're right.
And so, bills have to be paid. Rent, kids eat, all of that kind of stuff. And so,
how many women depend on?
Right, but your $200 or $300 really ain't even covering your half.
Exactly. But that's why I was telling the argument. I said, you take me down there, and now you ain't gonna get nothing. And then I said, what was the purpose of it? I was mad and man, whatever. So I took it on the chin for a minute. I was mad for a minute, and she boasted about threw it in my face and all that. And I'm like, yeah. So just go ahead and get out of my face. So I'll do something to you, but I held back in that thing. But I used to see her come around. It's like, get that help, get it. Type. I was like, no, I ain't even worth it, man. So 10, 20 years ago, I would have got down on everything, put it in our place, but I ain't that type of person, man, really. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, hey, I had to go get that booty, man. When I saw that booty, I had to get it, man. Yeah, women out here crazy. What else new, man? You talk about the girl in church, man. Remember I was talking about you yesterday?
Yes.
Talking about it yesterday, my bad. And everything. Yeah, so like I said, man, that was his granddaughter, right?
I'm not sure that was his granddaughter.
I believe it was his granddaughter. But yeah, in the apostolic doctrine under the teaching, but they ask you, do you want to, front and say it in front of the congregation, whatever. She probably was comfortable with it, but the mothers of the church be like, baby, that's all. We go pray for anything you need. Yeah, whatever.
They clapped for her. They showed her love and support.
Yeah, because some people, Emanuel, some people like, some women, no, let me say it like this. Some young girls like this be like, I go to this church, I'm in a choir, or I'm on a usher board praise team, and they go see my stomach, and they go think, why she all young, and she pregnant, and, he put it out there like, we all got flaws, and can't be judgmental like Emanuel and everything, so, we go put it out there.
Okay.
And everything, so she didn't, that's how it used to be, though,
Yeah.
You can remember Emanuel going up.
Well, I didn't grow up Pentecostal, but I did see that type of thing. Can I give you one piece of advice before we go?
Yeah, and then plus, that's where the dope boys came. Come on, all the dope boys went to church, man.
Did they?
Hell yeah, well, I went to. What you talking about?
That's right, because that preacher was a prophet, and he saw you with a whole bottle of wine in your pocket, and he just... No,
I'm 44. I'm telling you, Rock'n'Roll number 47, 48. See, I knew him when he was on the street. Well, not, he wasn't really hanging and everything, but I knew him before he was a prophet.
But I'm saying the one who saw you with the whole bottle of wine in your pocket.
That's a bishop. He's a big time bishop. What about him?
I'm just saying that proved that you went to church. You showed up in your church with a whole bottle of wine in your pocket.
That wasn't no bottle. Why you keep saying that, man? That was a 12-ounce can of pop.
You said it was a bottle of wine, bro. But can I give you a piece of advice before we go?
On what, man? Because I don't like your advice. It depends on what it is.
It's good advice. If you're ever in another situation, which hopefully it doesn't happen.
I pray to God. Pray for me, man. I can't do that.
Well, let me get it out. You don't even know what situation I'm talking about. If you ever in another situation where there's a woman who has accused you of physically assaulting her and you didn't do it, you don't want to say to the police when they ask you if you put your hands on her, do not say, no, I didn't put my hands on her, but I wanted to. I should have. Don't say that.
Man, I knew that police officer. That's why I said.
Don't.
That police been trying to get me for the longest. He couldn't get me on the case. I knew what he was saying. I knew what I was saying that day, man.
I'm just saying that's.
I ain't got man. I'm definitely scared of the police.
Yes.
I'll run if somebody could come out to me. Now I'm going to call police or something.
Not a good thing to say.
I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm running. I don't get down with the police like that, man.
All right.
Yeah, but no, I don't put my hands on women, man. I walk away real quick. I don't do no argument. Some of these women want to argue in front of the kids. I don't do that. If you can talk to them. When you start hollering twin, yin, and all that, no, I'm gone. I ain't got time for this. Because you ain't going to talk about nothing but the past, what I did, and how I should have, could have, would have, no.
But one more piece of advice. Stop doing the stuff that make them argue.
I don't do it no more. That's my point. I don't do that stuff no more. That's back then. That's old news. I was just talking about my past to you. But that's old, man. I ain't grown now.
Okay.
Mature enough, man. I don't do that, man.
So you don't, you and the young lady that you engaged to, y'all don't argue and stuff. She don't have any issues with anything that you do.
I mean, I listen to it heavily. If I'm wrong and everything, I'm wrong. Like your wife shaming you and all that, she'll do that too.
Okay.
Like why you ain't close let the top down on the toilet seat? What? I wasn't in there. Yes, you was. You was the last one. All right, I'll go there to that. Why you ain't wash the sink, the tub out? I wasn't in there. It was your son in there, the last person. Why he ain't do? But you. Oh, okay, I'll do. I'll pay your son to do. Hey man, here, take this $10. Go do it for me. I don't feel like it. Just say I did. Hurry up.
What? How old is the son?
He 12.
Oh.
8, 12 and stuff. Well, he got what you call it? What they call it? 80? Is it ADHD?
I guess.
Yeah,
I think, Twin, just for the record, I think you didn't wash out the tub. I don't blame the son. I think it was you. Just wash out the tub when you get out, man.
It will be, but I wasn't going back there to do that. I had to go catch my flight. Come on, man. I wasn't going to tell on myself. Man. I pulled it to the top. I said, here, take this $10. Hey, go wash it out. Say I did. Hurry up.
Oh.
I would never confess to that. I do. I'll take it to the grave.
Oh.
You can't tell her you're telling me, right?
Oh.
I ain't do it, man. But to avoid all that, that's what you do. You ain't got to argue with them. Man, you true? To avoid all that.
Okay.
I don't argue no more. I swear, twin. Hey, back then, man, you could get me, man.
Oh.
But now, man, I ain't like that. I just shake my head and laugh at you. Think I'm retarded or something? Like, they laugh. I just like, man, I ain't got time for that. And they get mad when you laugh. That's what really kills. But no, man, I'm a whole changed man. Twin good. Eugene good, I should say. Not twin, Eugene.
All right. Well, Eugene, hey, I appreciate your call, man. Thank you for calling. Oh,
right,
and
man,
by the way, man, I'm sending positive energy to you and to your family. I heard you talking on Wyatt, about the situation, which I don't want to get into it, man, but, prayers for you and the family.
Appreciate it, man. That's why I call in. Why it clear my mind. And sometimes I just walk around the store and, say hi to the customers, something like that, or take my mind off of it. I know when I get home, it's going to sink in again, but I'm going to just grab my little man and everything. We might go out in the snow like you want to or something.
Yeah.
Clear my mind. I know it's going to hit me again, which I know I'm going to cry and everything. But I'm going to be all right, though.
All right.
You live and you learn.
Well, I appreciate your call, man.
You're welcome, man. Thank you, man.
Have a good one.
Oh.
All right. That was Twin. Somebody said something about they would love to meet the women the twin be with and find out why they be with him and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, let me tell you, I talked to Twin. I met Twin, talked to him a little bit, and y'all, the interactions that we have, and Twin, I mean, he got a rough edge, but I think Twin is the type of man that a lot of women like. Because he got the rough edge. And y'all hear how sometimes when we be talking and he be, going all off, whatever. And then, I disarm him with something, or, he'd be like, all right, nah, but for real though. And then he could be a charming guy, I would imagine. I would imagine Twin can be a charming guy. And he got a lot of them qualities that y'all act like y'all don't like, but that we really know that y'all like. You really think, Twin, you gonna be worried about, oh, I need to feel safe and secure with my man. You ain't gonna be worried about nobody doing nothing to you if you kicking it with Twin. In my mind, Twin is probably a protector, and he's a protector in a way that you gonna feel secure when you around the brother. Y'all, some of the stuff he say be, sometimes it be out there, but Twin is a funny dude. He's got a great sense of humor. So you gonna laugh when you with Twin, and you gonna feel safe. Say what you want to say, but Twin out there working. You might only get $200, but you gonna get some money. You know what I'm saying? He financially, Twin ain't broke, because Twin is out there work. I think Twin got like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 jobs. So he's a working man. He's a funny guy. He's a protector. And I would imagine Twin could be a charming guy. I don't imagine he just sitting around talking to his girl, when he meet a girl, he telling her about, all his gangster life and all of that kind of stuff. He's a very personable, if you ever met the dude, he's a very personable and likable guy. This is just me being honest. Ladies, he got almost everything y'all say y'all want in a man. He got a few extra kids, but y'all don't really care about that. Y'all don't really care about that. Not for real. I'm just being honest. You mean a dude like say, Nikki, let's say you find Twin attractive. All right? Nikki, you find Twin attractive. Twin start talking to you, he make you laugh. Some dude looking at you wrong, and what you looking at? And that dude, scurry away, you protect it. He got a little money. You know what I'm saying? He is a personable guy. Nikki, you gonna be like, hey, Twin. Eugene, here's my number. You know what I'm saying? So y'all fronting like, ooh, who's sleeping with this guy? Ooh, stop it. Women, y'all say y'all want one thing. He is all of that stuff y'all say y'all want. And he got that edge that y'all like. Y'all fronting like it ain't true, but it's true. Dina say that's not true at all. I wouldn't date a man with multiple minor children. That's just too much. Okay, maybe. Maybe for some women that part would turn them off. But for some women, so what? How them kids affected me? They don't live with him. He come over here, you know what I'm saying? It's me and him. The nigga take a bath and leave that ring around the bath. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That don't matter. He don't bring them kids over here. It don't matter. They'll clean that ring. They'll clean that ring around the bath. That brother leaving a ring. He leaving a ring around the bath. And then claiming it wasn't him. Oh, boy. But, yeah, for some women, the whole however many babies you got, it don't matter as long as you don't bring them in my face. It is what it is. And all the milk you can drink. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? Oh, boy. I really do. I like Twin. Y'all say what y'all want to say. I like Twin. Key.
Hey, man, how are you doing today?
Key, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, I'm laughing and tripping out on you. Talking about ring around the rosy. Pocket full of posies. Say he's cleaning up snit.
I'm just picking with Twin. I'm sure he know I'm just picking with him.
Yeah. You are silly. I like that hoodie you got on, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, is you selling those, too? That color?
Not at the moment, but I will be.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, is that white or is that cream?
It's cream. It's like natural cotton, but, cream. That's what it kind of look like.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That'll look nice with some nice little winter boots and stuff.
That's one thing. You know what? Growing up, I didn't grow up with a lot of clothes. Actually, a lot of times I got hand-me-downs.
That's what I'm about to say, because you got a few siblings, so y'all probably have to share.
A lot of times I got hand-me-downs from Nate. And even though we the same size, the clothes was his. And then when they was out of style and he was finished wearing them and he had tore them up, then they fell to me.
He tore them up.
And so I didn't really have a lot of clothes. And so I'm not a fashion guy, because for me, clothes was always just functional. You need to put on something. So yeah, when you looking at it, you look at a shirt, it is just people who are fashionable people. Like you looking at it like, oh, that shirt, and then you pair it with these boots. You probably got the boots picked out and the belt picked out and it is picked out. And my brain, I wish my brain did work like that, but my brain don't work like, ooh, I like that. I can put that with this, and I'm putting together outfits just that's fascinating to me.
Yeah, your brain. Well, and then too, like, cause the color you got for the letters and the background of the square, that be the color some of the boots be for the winter time. That's why I said that. You know what I mean? Like the camel color. Is that a camel color?
It's
or brown.
It's that kind of Texas burnt orange looking
thing. That's the color of boots.
Yeah.
See, now your brain thinking that way. See,
my brain's actually not. I don't have any boots that color. So.
You ain't got no Timberlands, you ain't got no Columbias, you ain't got no Uggs.
I've actually never owned a pair of Timberlands.
Some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. Now that'd be fiery, man.
Hold on, let me tell you this. I've never owned a pair of Timberlands, but I did go to, and don't laugh at me, okay? I went to Payless, and they had a pair of Timberland-like boots.
Now, when was this? Because I ain't seen a Payless in years.
This was years ago. This was a number of years ago. I went to Payless and I got these boots, and Mrs. Livingston was like, don't wear them boots. And I was like, these boots is live. And she was like, don't wear them boots. I'm not listening to her. I don't care what she's saying. She don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I put the boots on. I went to an event. I was working sound at this event. And so I was at the event, setting up sound, and the band came in. And when I tell you the band capped on me, from the time they walked in, like, what are those? To break down the entire show, the band, they capped on me. They made me feel so bad I didn't stop wearing the boots because I liked them. But
Okay, Kim.
I realized,
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, your fashion sense is shot.
Yeah. Now they must have been some boots with the Velcro strap if they cutting you up like that. 'Cause you know
No,
you get cut up with some Velcro straps.
they wasn't like that kind of suede, kind of wheat suede color Timberland boots. They were like a little bit of a kind of a tan color leather Timberland boot looking deal, but I liked them.
Yeah, okay. Well, they
But
must
I
have
think
just-
I was the only person who liked them. And then Mrs. Livingston was like, I told you not to wear them boots. And that all I know is I wore them a couple times, and then one day I went to look for them and I couldn't find them. So I'm sure she threw them away.
That is hilarious. She said, you ain't about to embarrass me with them things. I bet you they did have a Velcro strap. You just don't want to say
They did not have a Velcro strap.
You know, when you pull that Velcro strap. Man, you. But yeah, did you hear me say, like, with that sweater you got on and get you some nice little boots, some nice little cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and some nice dark jeans?
I don't know that I could ever
Yeah.
wear a cowboy hat.
I know, but I'm just seeing it on you. I'm seeing a vision with that hoodie. I'm seeing it. Well, man, you ain't want none. I just kind of say, hey, and you enjoy the rest of your day and evening. Everybody in the chat, enjoy the rest of your day and evening, too, and be safe in that snow.
You do the same, Key.
How your back doing?
My
From
back is
shoveling for
doing
5
much
hours.
better. It is doing much better.
Okay, well, you know they say when you're shoveling, you got to shovel from the legs and the knees. Not
Yeah,
your
but
back.
I got the wrong. I have the wrong shovel. I'm gonna have to go out and buy a new snow shovel, cause I can't find mine.
Okay, well, yeah, they say don't put your back into it.
I didn't have no choice but
hey,
to.
Quinn.
That's the only way I know how to do. Only way I know
okay.
how to do is put your back
Okay.
into it.
Okay, well, they said don't be doing that in the
Well,
snow. 'Cause your back going to be hurting. They
in
said
almost
you-
everything I do, I put my back into it.
Well, okay, man, you shoot. I seen your wife. Okay. I know she's a Nubian goddess. I already know. But yeah, they said from the knees, and then they said like don't pick up the snow, and they said push it, and then scoop it, dump it. Don't be doing too much strenuous stuff. That's why how people have heart attacks. So chill out.
Well, I did not have a heart attack, so.
Time to be Superman. All righty, man. You have a good one, okay?
Key, you
and when
do
you
the
gonna
same.
get some furniture in there at your new place?
Huh?
When you gonna get some furniture in your new place?
I'm a minimalist. You know what I'm saying? I like
okay,
it.
yeah, 'cause I see you
know.
in there. Look, got the snow in the background in the empty apartment. What's up with that? Oh,
I
get
like
together,
it.
man. You.
Oh.
All right, you have a good one, okay?
Key, you do the same.
Okay.
Bye. That was Key. Yo Underwood is a hater. He shoveled from the knee. He only 4'3". Why you a hater? Why do the haters come out at 3 o'clock or 3:30-ish? The haters come out at 3:30. I don't understand. Let's see. Do you remember when Sears' version of Converse were called Winners? I had Winners. Oh, I remember I went to school. I was in, either 7th or 8th grade. I remember it was Schwab. And I wanted some Adidas. And we went to, Mama said she was going to buy me some Adidas. So I was happy. And we went to Kmart. I didn't know Kmart didn't have Adidas. And I didn't really know. No, not Adidas, K-Swiss. I didn't know that Kmart didn't have K-Swiss. All I knew is they had the stripes on them. I wasn't really in just fashion and all of that stuff. And so I ended up getting some shoes with some stripes on them from Kmart. And I don't remember what they was called. But, oh man, they laughed at me so bad. Now, I wore them still. I can't say I like those shoes, but I wore them. But yeah, every day. What was his name? Clifford? I don't remember his last name. But he had like an egghead. Every day, all day, and either it was math class. No, it wasn't math class. So it had to be like English. Every day, he would tear my shoes up. He would just sit back the whole time and just tear my shoes up. And initially, I was proud of my shoes. That I got from Kmart, but they definitely was not K-Swiss. They was not K-Swiss. And that was what I wanted. I remember when I got my first check, first thing I did was I went and bought me some K-Swiss. That was my whole check too. But I was like, I'm getting some K-Swiss. Go to school. I got my K-Swiss on. And then they capped on my K-Swiss because they made fun of me because, you know, they knew that I was trying to make up for the fake K-Swiss, which they wasn't even fake K-Swiss. Best, they would have been fake Adidas because it wasn't even thin stripes. They was big, thick stripes with jagged edges. But they made fun of the K-Swiss. Oh, he think he's somebody because now he finally got some K-Swiss. His mama saved up some money so that she could, it took about 6 months of checks for you to get them K-Swiss. They was tearing me up. Tracks is what they were. They were tracks. Yep. Yeah, they told me up. They told me up good. But I've never been again, it used to be summertime, like in the heat of the summer. All I had was a couple pair of corduroys. So I'm running around in the summertime with corduroys on. They used to cap on me. Oh, you can hear him walking. Zip, zip, zip. It's like, that's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not a fashion guy. Let me see. Ooh, it's 5:30. Y'all got to get out of here. Ben says, happened to me at 12. Got a job that summer being a caddy and never again. Myers says, this is going to sound horrible, but I never wore off-brand shoes. I told my mom to save money on my clothes, but I refused to wear cheap shoes. She didn't say A. I don't know where I got A from. That don't sound horrible. You was rich. Y'all was rich. I never imagined that you wore off-brand anything. So you can't talk about kids wearing hoodies in 100-degree heat then, E. I don't talk about that. I don't have a problem with it. If they comfortable wearing their hoodie, I'm comfortable wearing their hoodie. Look, when I look at them dudes over in the Arab countries and they wear all of that stuff on their head and it be 180 degrees outside, I'm like, it must be something to it. Cause I don't hear nobody dogging them out like, dang, bro, you got on a whole, you know. So I don't, if them kids want to wear a hoodie and it's 100 degrees, wear your hoodie. Wear your hoodie. James Bond 007. Is this another, well, it ain't nothing misspelled in that. When I see these profiles with no picture and all that kind of stuff, I immediately think Blade. But I had to look for misspellings and stuff. Extra spaces, all that kind of stuff. But James Bond 007 says Black Jethro. Well, okay, yeah, that was me. And at one point, I had like 3 pair of jeans and 3 cut-off shirts. Mayosha actually laughs at me because I have a picture of me at Kings Island, and I got on these black shorts and this cut-off shirt. But back then, wasn't nothing wrong, and I had abs and the whole 9. I was like in the 9th grade. So I didn't mind showing off and you know, dudes did that back then. I think. But at one point, I had either 3 or 4 of those shirts and like 3 or 4 of the same pair of jeans. And I used to wear them. And they was capping on me. I didn't know they was capping on me. And then one day somebody was like, dang, Ian, you ain't got no more clothes? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they was like, you wore that yesterday. And I was like, no, I didn't. And they was like, okay. You wore that yesterday. And I was like, no, I didn't. And it never even dawned on me. This is how dense I was. It never dawned on me. Bro, you like Fred Flintstone. You wearing the exact same outfit every day. You got a whole closet of a whole closet for me, four of them is a whole closet. You got a whole closet of the exact same outfit. So when you go out, they think you wearing the same clothes. And one day they was really hitting me like real hard and, basically calling me dirty. I was a lot of things, but I wasn't dirty. My clothes was always clean. My body was always clean. And I remember going in the house because we was standing at my back door and they was capping on me. And I went and pulled out all my little shirts, the exact same, and all my jeans, the exact same jeans. And I was like, look, boom. And they was like, this Ian got however many clothes. I can't remember exactly what they said. It was funny. But I was like, oh. But yeah, I had a whole lot of the same outfit. Why didn't Emanuel Livingston get you together? I don't know. He wasn't rocking with me. He wasn't rocking with me. And he used to wear like Pepsi jeans and I don't know whatever happened to Pepsi jeans was cool. Remember when Coca-Cola stuff was out? Well, apparently if you was real cool, Pepsi came out with a line of clothes too. And the Pepsi clothes was better. And what's the one clothes what's the one clothes that they used to wear and keep the tag on? Like the wild colored shirts, but they would keep the tag on them. I don't remember the brand. Again, I never had one. But I remember Nate had a number of them. Somebody help me. Tell me what y'all remember it's like I don't remember what it was called. No, not cross colors. It wasn't cross colors. It was like a Genera. Yeah. He had Genera stuff and he kept the tag on and walking around with his tag on and all of that kind of stuff. And I never Jams as well. He had Jams too. Yes. We talking 80s. You know what I'm saying? We talking 80s. Mid 80s. Somehow, those clothes never got handed down to me. I don't know what I didn't mean to put the thumbs up. I'm sorry. Somehow, those clothes never got handed down to me. But the old beat up stuff, somehow ended up used and damaged. Yep. Yeah, I remember them brands because I watch Nate walk around in them all the time. And every once in a while when I would be like really mad at him, I would go cut the tags off. I wouldn't damage the clothes, but I would cut the tags off. He would be heated. Oh, I remember them clothes, man. Walking around with the tag still on. I remember cross colors. I remember Carl Kanai. Kim say petty. And yeah, I was a hater when I had to be. I was a hater. He wasn't wearing them and returning them, but I don't know what he did with them clothes. I know I never ended up with them. It was some hater stuff. Because that was the thing. So y'all can back me up if y'all remember this. Because some of these people listen to me like where walking around with your tags on your clothes wasn't never a thing. It was. For real. It was a thing. I don't know how he washed them and kept the tag intact. Because we wasn't allowed to be dirty. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be like, you know what I'm saying? He was dirty, whatever. He wasn't dirty. He was fashionable. He was clean. His clothes was always clean and pressed and all that kind of stuff. Somebody who used to do that. Tell me, how did y'all wash y'all clothes and keep the tag intact? Or was it one of them, because I don't really remember. I just remember cutting the tag. Was it one of them, because you know how some tags have a string and the string is pinned to the clothes? Was it that? Was that it? It pinned to the clothes, and then you could take the tag off. You could wash them, dry them, iron them, and then put the tag back on so you always walking around looking like your clothes is new. Was that it? They were not returned. They were not returned. Oh, he did not wear them and then return them. But yep, Genera. Genera was the ones I was thinking about. DeAndre said Genera was pinned to the clothes. Okay. So then he could take the pin off, wash the clothes, and then put the pin back on. Okay. So that makes perfect sense now. I never really thought about it literally until just conversation right now. He always had the tags on. Always had the tags on. And the tag was always crisp. Myosha says, is this a Cincinnati thing? Because I've never heard of keeping tags on clothes. Somebody who was a fashion person back then. Tanika says she never heard of Genera. Somebody who was a fashion person back then, just back me up. Wasn't there a time when y'all bought certain brands and kept the tags on? Just so she know I'm not making it up. DeAndre say, loved my boosters. Those were the day. And Anthony says, yep. Yeah, they wore the... It was another brand that I can't remember. I don't know why I want to say Apple. It wasn't Apple. But there was another brand that they kept the tags on too. Oops, sorry about that. T. Mikey G say they kept tags on ball caps. Yep, they did that. I remember that. Yo Underwood say, nope, that must be old people, Emanuel. Lewis says he remember. Anybody else remember the Pepsi clothing line? Because that was the one that Nate, I probably shouldn't be telling this story, but that was the one that Nate went on a hunger strike for. He went on a hunger strike because he wanted some Pepsi jeans. My mama never bought him the Pepsi jeans. He ended up buying his own. Nat says, I definitely remember Pepsi gear. Okay. David, you don't remember Pepsi gear. Pepsi gear was a thing. It was a thing. Yeah. Dominique say, we kept our tags on to be cool to show we spent money on the cool clothes. And Yo Underwood says, Pepsi or Coke? No, I remember Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had shirts and all of that kind of stuff. But then a little later on, which I don't know if it was in competition or not, but Pepsi came out with a line. Yeah. Pepsi came out with a line. Kim says, I remember. Seeing these people trying to convince me that I'm not even a fashion guy. I'm not a fashion guy. I just remember this stuff. LaDonna says, I don't remember Pepsi Gear either. I only wanted it because I saw it and it kind of looked, because, Nate was wearing it. He was wearing it. DeAndre say hunger strike for some jeans. Yes, he went on a literal hunger strike for some jeans. Ben say Pepsi was low budget. I don't recall it being that way. I actually recall more people were wearing the Coca-Cola jeans and the Coca-Cola shirts, but the Pepsi stuff came out, and I think you was a little cooler if you had the Pepsi gear because there wasn't so much of it out there. And I can't say it was more expensive or not because I never had either. I never had either. Ben says Coca-Cola was it. Coca-Cola was it for a minute. Nat, tell me, Nat Turner, if you remember Pepsi gear, was the Pepsi gear like a notch above Coca-Cola gear, or was it a notch below? Myosha, she's just flaunting her richness. When Swatch watches came out, I would wear 5 on one wrist because I saw a model do it and thought it was cool. I need to wire my mom some money because she would always indulge my crazy fashion stuff. Well, rich people, you could do that. You could do that if you're rich. Yo Underwood said, I had a coat from Elder Bierman in Swift and Commons. Okay. Janice says, was that Minnie Pearl, country singer, who kept the price tag on her hat? But they didn't keep the price tag. They just kept the I can't remember what it's called. I took a class in a trademark and all of that kind of stuff. And there's an actual name of the tag. But they kept the tag, not the price tag, but the tag for the brand. Like Genera. They had a design. I'm holding my arm up like this because sometimes it would be hanging off the arm, or they would be hanging off the where did the tag hang? Because it might not have hung off the arm. The person who knew about Genera, where did the tag hang? Yams. That's the brand that I'm thinking about. Yams. I don't know why it just popped into my head like that. Do anybody else remember Yams? A clothing brand, Yams. I know I'm not misremembering this. Jams? Was it Jams or Yams? I don't know why I thought it was Yams, but maybe it was Jams. Which one? What Ben says Yams, DeAndre says Jams. Nat says, I remember Jams. So it was Jams. I got 2 that say Jams, 3 now that say Jams. Okay, so I'm accepting that it was Jams. Twin says Yams. See, I don't remember which one it was. Ben is saying Jams. But they used to keep the tags on those too. Okay, Anthony says it's Jams. Okay. I don't know why it seemed official when he said it's Jams, but that seems like that's the official word. He didn't just type in the word Jams. When you put it's on the front, somehow that feels like the official answer. Jams was the flower design summer outfit. That's what I was thinking about. Yes. And they would keep the tags on those as well. I know they would keep the tags on Genera, and they would keep the tags on Jams. And I keep saying they, because I never had any. So if y'all knew about jams, when I was trying to figure out the colorful summer outfit, the colorful shirt, why y'all didn't say jams, Emanuel? Yes, Bermuda shorts and all of that kind of stuff. Yes. Twone, somebody want to know, the Cadillac have a clothing line? My Osha, you was rich and in Chicago. Were they rocking jams in Chicago? Were they rocking jams in Chicago? But yeah, no, I didn't have none of that kind of stuff. I just watched it. I watched it walking around. Myosha says, I never heard of jams. Okay. So that means it wasn't a rich people brand. It was, probably just a black people brand. Maybe even regional. And it didn't make it to Chicago. No, people wasn't rocking no jams in the Chi. Okay. Emanuel, can you make me one of those hats again that EU was wearing? I don't remember the hats that they were wearing. Mayo's talking about I was not rich. You've clearly laid out evidence, even just today, that you were rich. You've never worn anything off-brand. Your mama bought you 5 Swatch watches just because. Like that's not poor people stuff. And we don't even have to get back to the other stuff. You did archery in high school. Ben says jams was nasty work. I don't know what that means, Ben. I don't know what that means. Hold on, Janice. I have to read this. I remember when I crocheted me. Oh, hold on. Jerica asked why I'm reading slow. The screen is kind of far away. Like it's not, the screen used to be like right here, but now the screen is all the way over there because of the way that I rearranged the room. So it's kind of far away. And I'm, 50 something years old. My eyes ain't what they used to be. So Janice says, I remember when I crocheted me and my 3-year-old daughter hot pants and tank tops. I wore my white go-go boots and she had her white high tops. Crocheted pants and tank tops. And I'm imagining a thing. I'm imagining a thing. Can't you see through stuff that's crocheted? You was out there like that, Janice? Okay. I ain't mad at you. Pat says, I just spoke to Nate regarding Girl Scout cookies. I did ask him how he washed his clothes with the tags. He did say he took the tags off and then put them back on. All right. So Nathaniel was a booster and you was walking around smelling. And we was not allowed to be dirty, bro. We was not allowed to be dirty. Yo Underwood said, them hats was popular. Go back and look at the video when you get time. Okay, I will. Troop shoes was the S2 back in the day. I remember troop shoes. Never had any, but I remember troop shoes. Janice says, no, you could not see through it. How is it crocheted, but you can't see? Maybe I'm thinking something different. The hat that you made me, is that crocheted? Because you can kind of see through the hat. And I'm imagining that material as your pants and your shirt with some go-go boots on. You was out there. You was out there. I'm not mad at you. Dina says, Lord, jams are still around. I just found the website. Oh, I've never had what, shorts or a shirt that was jams. Janice says, yes, there are different stitches. Janice, I'm not sure. I think you was out there. Janice was out there with a knitted little crop top and little shorts with a little go-go boots on. I ain't mad at you, Janice. How old were you when you did this, Janice? How old were you? You was in your 20s. Janice was in her 20s out there killing them. Don't do Auntie. She the one told the story. I didn't make it up. She told us the story. She told us. Daryl going to get him some jams. He talking about his own this spring and summer. Daryl going to get some jams. I ain't mad at you. But no, I need fashion help. I do. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm jeans and t-shirt. As long as I'm clean. And that I guess come from back when I was a kid. I didn't have many clothes, and as long as I wasn't always comfortable in my clothes as a kid. So, you know, for me, when I got older, because I was either doing that or they was trying to put me in suits. You know, Pops was a preacher and we had to go to church and all that kind of stuff. And so they was trying to put me in suits. And I never liked suits. They're just always so uncomfortable. So I never liked suits. And I wasn't comfortable in just my regular clothes. So for me, when I got old enough to start buying some clothes, let me find a good pair of jeans that I'm comfortable in and a t-shirt that I'm comfortable in. I might wear a button down. As long as I'm comfortable and I'm clean. Those are like my two main priorities. I'm going to match. You know what I'm saying? I want to match. I know a little something about matching, but I don't know a whole lot about, you know, and take this and you accessorize this and you put this with that and then you got this nice fly outfit. I don't know nothing about all of that. I'm working on convincing Mrs. Livingston that it's okay for me to get a fashion consultant. I'm working on convincing her that that's okay. Maybe somebody tell me this. If I get a fashion consultant, should I get a male or a female? For me, it would seem reasonable to get a female fashion consultant. But, you know, some fellas is like, oh, bro, they gonna have you dressed like a lady. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dressed like a lady. So I got to convince her that it's okay. You taught Raven to ride a bike. Let her dress you. Jerica says, and that's where you'll go wrong. So help me. So do I need a man or do I need a woman as a fashion consultant? Brent says, I'm sure Mrs. Livingston will want your fashion consultant to be extra zesty. Yeah, no. I'm rejecting zesty fashion consultants. No. Not that there's anything wrong with them. They're just not right for me. Ben says, bruh, you should be able to get yourself together. What the H? Again, it ain't one of them. It's not that simple, man. It's not that simple. Daryl's talking to Dina. $400 for a flower jam shirt. Prices go up. Prices go up. Ben says it's not hard either. It's not hard for you. It's not hard for you. But again, you probably grew up paying at least some attention to fashion. I grew up avoiding fashion. I don't know why. Maybe I felt like the less I knew, the less uncomfortable I would feel. So I really did kind of grow up just avoiding knowing a whole lot about fashion. I can just tell you what match. Follow fashion folks on IG. It'll help. I don't have IG. Myosha says, get a man. I am heterosexual. I'm heterosexual. I don't want a man. Nat says, depends on the look you're going for. I just want to be, every once in a while, I want to be fly. Here's mainly why. When I go and perform, that's really, I'm comfortable in my jeans and my t-shirt and my hoodie and my gym shoes, or in this case, I got on some boots and whatever. I'm comfortable with, the way I dress on a regular basis. But when I perform, performance clothes is a little different. And I always feel like I'm not nailing it. I know I'm not nailing it. And so, when I perform, I want to be I want to be fly. Like I typically avoid attention. It might not seem like it because I got like a whole show, but I avoid attention. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the background. I'm that dude that melts into the background. Like, did you see Emanuel? Is he here? I've been here all day. I didn't even see Emanuel. I don't walk by you 10 times. You just didn't notice me because I'm in the background. I'm quite comfortable with that. But when you on stage, in the fronting a band, no, you need to be, number one, you the one that everybody looking at, and you need to be the one to grab people's attention. So, when I perform, I really want to be able to, no House of Adam. Lincoln took me to the House of Adam once, and I was like, I don't want a peach suit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a hot pink suit. I don't need a lime green suit. Thank you, but no thank you. You don't know what you're missing. I know what I'm missing. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. Just get a turtleneck, and then you got this lime green suit, and you get some lime green shoes, some lime green socks, and no, I don't, no thank you. I will pass on that. I don't want to be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a pimp. No thank you. So. Yeah, I couldn't rock with that. I couldn't rock with it. I was like, I'll pass. Yeah, I got to get out of here. I do. I got to get out of here. I got to go see what the snow is doing. Got to see what the snow is doing. I don't want no Cadillac ornaments on my shoes. Not that there's anything wrong with it. If that's for you, I can tell you it's not for me. It's not for me. Shahara, will you answer my question now? I see you're here. Will you just answer the daggone question? It's really just a one word. Yes, that's a run. No, that's not a run. Or, I don't know. Will you just answer the question? Myosha say, Mr. Jones is here. Tell Mike Jones I said, what's up? I always like Mike Jones. I've met him a few times, and he always seemed like a good dude to me. So I like the brother. So tell him I said, what's up? And don't make fun of my Kings Island picture. Even though I will admit that if I showed y'all the picture, you could easily believe that I might be gay. But I was not gay. And I never even looked at it like that until I showed it to Myosha. And she laughed for about 25 minutes. And then I think she said something like, you look gay. And I was like, what are you talking about? I do not look gay. And then probably about a week later, I looked at it and I was like, okay, I could see how she could say that. I had to find it. I'll show it. I'll have to find it. I think I know where it might be because I think I digitized all of those pictures. So I'll see if I can find it and show it on probably Tuesday, because I don't think I'll be here on Monday. Mondays I have other things to do, and if the snow is kind of cleaned up, then I'll be at work doing what I do on Mondays. But I'll see if I can find it. I'm sorry. I thought that was something that you were saying about me, Janice. And I was like, why Janice trying to be funny talking about get her my measurements and she gonna make me a sweater dress? Okay. But she wasn't talking about me. Okay. I was about to let you have it, Janice. No, I'm just playing. I am about to go fire up the leaf blower. They'd be all right. It ain't but 6 o'clock. They'd be all right. If I can find that picture, I will show it. But I was having a good time at Kings Island, and I was fit. I was not a fat kid. I took care of myself and my body and all of that kind of stuff. It was a different time. I had the long, y'all remember the long tube socks, sweat socks that came all the way up like to the knee? And then there was a time when shorter shorts were in. So there were some shorter shorts that I had on, and then I had the cut off top. So that's why I could see, looking at it outside of the perspective of the year that it was. No. They wasn't biker shorts. Biker shorts wasn't out. Well, I mean, I'm sure biker shorts have been out, but biker shorts wasn't out back then. They were some short shorts, but not like Richard Simmons. They might have been roughly about that length, but I'll find the picture. I will find the picture and show it. It's not, Anthony, it's not a good visual. It is not a good visual. That's why I said, I just always looked at it from the perspective of, it's me. And I know who I am. And then when she laughed for about 25 minutes, I'm not even kidding. She laughed for about 25 minutes, like hard. It might have even been longer. No, not quite like, I'll have to find the picture and show y'all. But the shorts were short, and I had on the long sweat socks, the shorts that were short, and a cut off top. It had something written on it. It was a black. The shorts were, the socks were white. I think they had some colored stripes on them. I don't remember. Ben, yes, kind of think Carl Weathers and Rocky. Carl Weathers, when he was training Rocky in Rocky, the one where Clubber Lang was in there. Kind of think that look. He had on the cutoff top, he had on the shorts, and he had on the long socks. That's the look. But on a small guy. And the shorts were black. The top was black with gray writing on it, if I remember. Again, the socks were white, pulled all the way up to the knee. And I think I had a couple colors on them, because you know how they used to be. How old were you? Maybe 14, 13, 14, somewhere around in there. No, I wasn't 06. I was like 13 or 14. Did I have a high top fade too? I don't think I had a high top fade. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I just had like a regular, I had the same hairline because my hairline is the same as it's been since I was born. But, yeah. Jerica's a hater. Why y'all hating? See, I'm trying to be vulnerable. I'm being all vulnerable and shit. And y'all hating. See, y'all can't be a hater. Y'all can't be a hater. Talk about that outfit sounds like a pedophile's dream. Why? Why are you a hater? Why? Y'all make a brother can't be vulnerable and share with y'all? Oh my goodness. Oh. But I do have to admit when I went back and looked at it with a new perspective, I was like, that kid could be gay. Oh, I remember looking back at it like, yeah, that kid could be gay. Oh, and I was doing some little pose or something. I was like, that kid could easily be hosting Men on Film. The athletic edition. Oh, just thinking about it. Yeah, it is not a great picture. It is not. It is not a great picture. Ooh. Now, I think my hands was behind my head. If I recall correctly, my hands was not on my hip. I think my hands was behind my head. Oh, boy. It is not a good picture. But I'm going to share it. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to share it. I know I digitized it. I just have to find the drive that I digitized it to, and hopefully it still works. But I am going to share it. I am. But I had never thought about it that way. Every time I looked at that picture, which again, I had been looking at it since I was like 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that area. 12, 13, 14, I had been looking at it and never thought anything about it. Never thought anything about it until my Osha laughed at it for so long. And when she was like, you look gay. And I was like, what? I look gay. And in that moment, looking at it, and she is cracking up. And I'm like, look at them abs. You know what I'm saying? That's all I kept saying. Look at them abs. Those are not the abs of a gay boy. Oh boy. That's all I could think. Look at the abs. Look at that boy. That boy is having the time of his life. And like I said, probably about a week later, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. Woo. Oh, he's ready to host Men on Film's Athletic Edition. Oh boy. It still tickles me. Y'all, I got to get out of here. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Even though y'all are not kind to me at all. Y'all are not kind to me at all. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Be safe with this weather, with the cold and the snow. If you got to be out and about, be safe. Stay warm. And here, don't necessarily just make somebody smile. Show your appreciation for somebody, just for who they are. Show somebody appreciation for who they are. Like Daryl, and I talked about how he supports and all of that kind of stuff. Just let somebody know that you care, that you notice the good in them, and you appreciate it, and that you care about them. That's what I want you to do. And you got all weekend to do it. You could do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just do it Friday, or just do it Saturday, or just do it Sunday. But sometime this weekend, while you are out and about and enjoying yourself and being safe and staying warm, get in touch with somebody and let them know that you appreciate them and let them know why you appreciate them. All right? Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.